Support.
Support. Let's get to the support rankings now, and once again, we'll start with you because
Mine are better.
I don't know why. Yeah, sure, because yours are better.
Of course.
So let him have it, Eric. Give him your support breakdown.
You know, people, I don't know why they're down on Sven and Mithy. I think they'll be the best bot lane in NA. I think, therefore, Mithy probably going to be the best support. I mean, even when he had down moments with G2, he's still a top 2 or 3 guy, and I think him and Sven are going to be reinvigorated coming over to NA, and he's going to prove that he is a top-tier support. Ole, you know, he kind of had that drop-off the end of playoffs and going into Worlds, but I think that was more because of the meta. With this whole new meta coming around, I think he's going to get back to his former self. Already got synergy with Smithy. They were probably the best support jungle duo in NA last year, and I'm sure he can make it work with Doublelift. Smoothie and Biofrost 3 and 4. You could probably change those guys either way, I feel like. I think they're pretty comparable. Bio obviously going to a new team on CLG. He seems like a great guy to work with. Probably not going to have to do much shot calling on CLG, which is great for him. Aphromoo pretty down low there. Top 5. I even had him a bit lower. And I was like, I should probably put him higher because it's Aphromoo. I mean, new team. He's going to be a vocal leader on that team. I think he'll be pretty solid. And we're not going to argue on Lemonation at 10.
Just leave it alone.
We're not going to argue about that. So we'll go down from there. But Lemon's going to be 10th. That's a consensus 10th. And I like Lemon. He's a very hardworking guy, super nice. It's hard to say anything negative about him, but he should coach.
You've just seen his skill level drop the past few years, and that's not something that can really be argued.
He's played for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah, constantly getting caught out of position, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, once again, an Optic guy sitting in last for you, and once again, I'm going to match it with sticking Lemon in that 10th place spot as well. Something that's different between yours and mine. Obviously, you had Ole second. I'm kind of going with stability and consistency up higher to a certain respect. I still have Mithy 1 because I do think he's going to come in and just really dominate in the team fights in North America. Not so much the laning phase, but at least in team fighting. But then after that, I've got Ole down a little bit lower.
Got him a little bit lower, huh?
I'm going to push Ole down a couple notches and put stable guys like Biofrost, like Smoothie, up there instead. And put Ole at 4th.
4th. He doesn't even get a medal at the Olympics?
No medal, no medal. Some of the ups and downs at Worlds from Ole were a little bit concerning to me, and I know he's got that synergy with some of his teammates already, but it's going to take time to get the chemistry with Doublelift on the same page as well. Can he leave lane and roam, or does he have to stay with Doublelift in that bot lane in a 2v2 scenario? We'll see. I just like the stability of Smoothie and Biofrost. You know what you're getting. They're not going to be guys who get caught out their feet or misplay very often at all. So I'm going to stick those guys in the top 3. And then obviously what people are going to wonder is why is Hogro above Aphromoo? And it's kind of the same thing. Aphromoo was concerning to me last split in the fact that, you know, he's a very vocal leader and he's often the shot caller. And it seems like at times that becomes too much to still try to perform at the high level and make those plays. And he was just getting caught out way too often for CLG last split, whether it was going and warding by himself or trying to make a play, it didn't work. Now he dies, and now you're on a 4v5 situation. There were some concerns to me, whereas Hakuho is this guy who, along with Apollo, gets so much disrespect for no reason, based on usually Apollo's mediocrity in the past. But as a bot lane, they were the best laning duo in the LCS last split, which is something that no one talks about, but they were constantly ahead, and especially against CLG, against Aphromoo, in all 5 games in that quarterfinal, they had a massive lead in that bot lane. And that's going to get capitalized on. So I really do think that Hakuho is a guy being slept on as this consistent guy who can still make plays. And I think he has a chance to even go higher on this list.
Ooh, even go higher.
Yeah.
I will say about that clutch bottom lane, that sounds ridiculous, still, by the way, clutch bottom lane. This is kind of a make or break year or split for them because before you've kind of been like, they've been on okay teams and they've probably outperformed the performance on their team. But now with Febivin and Lyra, again, they're on a pretty solid roster, so now there's actually going to be a bit of expectations for them to actually perform pretty well. So there's going to be more pressure on them than they're probably accustomed to with some of the other rosters they've been on, but I think they'll match that pressure and people will actually be like, oh, okay, maybe this bot lane and bottom lane is actually good. It's not a dumpster fire. They're actually pretty good.
it's still insane to me that after the split they had, and I know Envy kind of had a downfall near the end of the split, but they were still playoffs and put up a good fight against CLG, that this bot lane is still looked at as not good and not talented, which is absurd. It's absurd to me.
You got to give them some love, I mean.
You do. And I know you and I are both pretty high on Clutch this year. Some people have been saying they're like 9th and 10th and that optics better. I don't see it at all. Clutch is a very talented lineup. You have the best jungler from 2017 spring. Febi's going to come in and be a massive upgrade that applies a lot of pressure in mid. And then this bot lane that constantly won last year is something that I look to be a pretty decent team in their first year. So I wouldn't sleep on them, and I think a lot of people are giving them a hard time that they don't deserve. But
yeah, and,
that's me.
Let us know what you think of the rankings, why they're stupid.
Yeah. Tell us we're wrong.
Hey, we very well might be wrong. Again, we'll kind of, as the split goes on, we'll look back at these and be like, wow, Matt said Lyra's the best jungler in NA, and after Clutch is 0-8, and Lyra has the most deaths in the league, we can all point at Matt and go, Matt, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
We can do that. But if Lyra wins 7 Player of the Weeks in a row, then I'll shine Matt's shoes.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more esports content.